Hi everybody, it's Hollow Sprite, and I'm actually building in Newcrest right now. So this is actually part of something that I've wanted to do since The Sims 4 came out, which is basically building up an entire set of neighborhoods and worlds and everything, like from scratch, like totally my own, except for, the whole creating the world thing, because I didn't do that. That'd be cool though. But anyway, so this is for my sim Jinx, who I made a couple days ago. If I remember to, I'll put a picture of her in the description below because I posted a photo a couple days ago. And she is my first official resident of Newcrest. So this is currently an entirely new save file. I've actually gone and wiped every single lot out of Oasis Springs, Magnolia Promenade, and Willow Creek, so it's totally blank. So this will be a pretty fun experiment. Anyway, this is my project Paint the Town, because I thought Paint the Town was cute, and also like I'm making it colorful, so clever. Yeah. Anyway, so this is my first experiment, so I wanted it to be like really unique and everything. It'll probably be like massively loaded with custom content though, so I'm assuming most PCs won't be able to run it very well. Like mine struggles a little bit. I've got a really good laptop, but if anybody really wants to, I might put it up for download or put it up for like request or something, but that'll probably be months away because it's taken me 2 days to do one house. And do you know how many lots there are in all 4 worlds? There's a lot. So it'll take a while. Anyway, you can see me struggling like mad with the roof of this house. I absolutely hate roofing in The Sims 4. I know they said it'll be easy and intuitive and you can drag and stuff, and I like that, but for some reason, it never feels right to me. I also really hate how, I think it's the hip roof. It doesn't overhang at all, so just like it stops smack back on the end of the walls, and for some reason it's just really strange, and I really hate it. So a lot of my houses end up having a very similar cottagey feel because it's the only thing I think looks decent, which is sad, but oh well. So yeah, you see me struggling there, and I actually give up at some point because that does cross over the middle roof. I don't really know how to phrase that, but I can't go to that little overhang. And yeah, I'm just doing, like whatever. I've been on this roofing for like what's equivalent to like 7 minutes, just being like, why won't this work? So I just gave up and was like, you know what? Some roof trim. If I take photos at the right angle, it won't look that bad. I'm just adding a little backyard here. So before we get into like the nitty gritty, I'll give you some background on this. So I said I wanted to have like a really cool neighborhood that was all my own and like super bright and colorful and ridiculous. So obviously you'll see a lot of bright colors and stuff like that. My sim here in the front is very colorful, as is my way, I guess. So, I'm sorry, I totally lost my train of thought there. Okay, anyway, yes, I remember now. Yeah, so I wanted to totally redo the townies as well, like get rid of all the pre-mades, get rid of all the stuff that EA generates that looks terrifying, especially if you have custom content. It is a little creepy. And I wanted to do the townies entirely my own too. So I decided that what would really be great for gameplay for me would be to actually force myself to do some really funky trades and like push myself a little bit with what I actually create. Because I usually create like, young adult female sims. They're pretty usually freaking the same, honestly, which is, I guess it's probably why I don't stick with the one save file for very long, honestly. So I tried to push myself a little bit here. I mean, not too much because it's the first house, but I'm looking forward to doing a family house soon. I have a couple kids. It'll be great fun. So Jinx here, see if I can remember this. Her lifetime aspiration is to be a serial romantic. Her traits are cheerful, commitment issues, and dislikes children. And because of her lifetime aspiration, she also has the alluring trait. And I actually at some point, what am I doing here? Okay, sorry, I just like froze. Actually at some point in this we'll get her a job. I don't remember if I recorded that or not, but I decided I wanted her to be a painter. My aim is to get lots of variety and jobs around here because I want to be able to play different families and like really fully explore that. So I want to have some with active careers, some with like sports and business and criminal and like secret agent. It'll be lots of great fun. So Jinx is going to be a painter, and I think it's more the second half of this video because this was a really long decorating and building video. So I split it into 2 parts because otherwise it'd be an hour at 4 times speed, and I think this is a comfortable speed to watch me decorate for Sims 4 anyway. But in the second part, I really start to develop her personality, and I really try to show a shape that house around her personality, because like you know, I don't like having houses that are too generic. I want them to really reflect the personality of the sim inside them. I think a lot of that comes from the fact that like I live by myself right now, but it's an apartment that my parents own, and I just they don't live here right now, so I'm by myself. But it's all their furniture, and I can't decorate it myself, and I just feel like it's not really my place in a sense, because I just don't really feel like it reflects me. And so as a result, I want my Sims houses to like really, really, you know, be who they are, but like in house form. So I haven't done anything exciting yet. So, oh geez, we're going for, oh sorry, I looked at the wrong, so in Premiere Pro, there's like, they show you 2 times. One is the total length of the video, and one is like, when you're playing it, like what time you're at. And I was like, oh my god, we've been going for 30 minutes. And no, the video is 30 minutes. I've been talking for 6 minutes. But yeah, finally finished the outside. I come back to that later. And the layout is really strange for this house, because I don't usually plan my interior layouts like when building the house shell, because it's so freaking hard to do roofing that I almost always base my builds around the roof, which is really sad. And I really would love to get better at roofing, because this is just pathetic. But hey, what can you do? So, oh, it's taking a while to save there. Yeah, my game's actually really slow because I have so much freaking custom content in it. Because, and I really love decorating. So having a lot of items is probably a lot of why I love this game. It's when I played The Sims 2 when I was a kid. When I got the Ultimate Collection, I realized I didn't know how to play The Sims 2, because when I was a kid, I never actually played The Sims 2 despite having like almost all the expansions. I just downloaded custom content and they would decorate rooms like all day. It was just really strange. But yes, I have a love of decorating. Now, I actually end up, I think I do the bathroom first. Yeah, I think so. And I don't know what you guys will think, but I actually really hate it. It stays the way it is, because I got to the point where I was like, you know what, I don't care anymore. It wasn't working. I think the shape I picked was a little strange, and it just wasn't working at all. So it's a little bit off. I don't think it suits the rest of the house, but I didn't want to come back and fix it afterwards. You'll see the layout also like change 5 times in this thing. It's also quite soon there's a jump to like a couple days later, because I actually got so annoyed decorating this because like I don't have any freaking bathtubs or showers that look nice. So I just went and I downloaded like 5 different bathroom sets, and I was like, okay, something in here has got to be nice for me. So you'll see when I put the shower in, it'll be, yep, that's when I come back for my custom content binge. I also downloaded like new toilet recolors and stuff like that as well. I was gonna do them myself, but it's really boring and I just don't care. And someone else already done them, so you know, it was lovely. So I think one thing I really like to improve on is how I do bathrooms in The Sims. I think they look a lot better in Sims 3 for me. I think my Sims 3 bathroom is actually quite decent, but for some reason, I've never been satisfied with the bathroom I built in The Sims 4. They always look a little clunky, and they're always like a little boring. I don't know if that's like a lack of content. Like, I know there is some stuff for bathrooms, but EA and custom content-wise, there actually isn't a lot of like decoration items, and stuff doesn't really go together quite yet, because people tend to focus on like general decor or like bedrooms or living rooms. Just seems to be the way that it is. I mean, I've also found that I complain I don't have enough kitchen staples. Like, I have no custom microwaves or anything, because just no one cares enough to make custom microwaves, which I'm very sad about. I don't have the skills to make my own microwave, which is why I haven't done it yet. Yeah, staring at this for a long time. If you see me like rotate the screen 5,000 times in a row, it's because I was like, why isn't it working? Yeah, that rug is terrible. I hate that rug. Well, like I like the rug itself, but ooh. Oh, okay, I really should have cut this out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go through and like relabel everything. I think this is where I came back into game. Yeah, okay, this would have been, I opened my game again after like downloading a pile of stuff. So it should be fun. I'm sorry if there's a lot of like just small pauses in the game. It's usually what happens because when I build or decorate, I usually do like 4 other things at once. So I always have like the TV on, maybe I'm talking to somebody, and then I'm usually playing a game as well. I've got this really great new iPhone game. It's called, well, great, it's actually pretty terrible. It's called Cow Evolution. and it's really stupid. Like it's, you have like a little pen, and you have cows. If you combine 2 cows together, they evolve into like a weird mutant cow, and you can combine those to make like more mutant cows. And it is honestly the most pointless game I've played in my life, but I played it this entire build. I've been playing this game, and I've gotten really far, and I'm proud of myself and also ashamed, because this build video, like the raw one, goes for like 4 hours. So a lot of that's probably just like, I glanced down for 2 seconds, I'm like, I must mutate my cows, which sounds, wow, that sounds really terrible by itself, doesn't it? Anyway, here, like, yeah, I downloaded a stack of like sinks and stuff like that, so I'm just like, let's just have a look at all of them. And for some reason, I didn't like any of them. Like, I always say that, but I like all the stuff. It's always never what I want. So I settled on this sink because I was like, you know what? It's simple and I'm lazy. So I think if I could fix this house, it would definitely be the bathroom. And I plan on actually playing a lot of The Sims in this world, so I probably will eventually fix it. But at this point, it's like, you know what? No, go away, stupid bathroom. So it is pretty much done, honestly. I don't remember doing much else to it. I think I had like a rug in, but I think that's it. Okay, then I jumped over to the bedroom here, and this is a beautiful bed frame. It's hanging, and it's just really gorgeous. I mean, like in real life, I think I'd hate it because, you know, can you imagine like getting into bed and just like rocking slightly, and you're just like, if I put on weight, am I gonna knock it off the ceiling today? Like, oh, it'd be horrible. But in The Sims, it doesn't move, and it's pretty, so there's that. And then going through bedding, I think the problem with custom content is when you have too much of it, because then you spend so much time just like trawling through content. Like Sims 3, because I had all the store content before I even started downloading custom content for buy mode and build mode, it was just such a hassle going through all this stuff. And then of course I was like, I'll add custom content to the mix, and now it takes me like 5 years to do anything. Okay, that bedspread changes later, actually. Well, the on top of it, yeah, the extra blanket. I'm actually not sure if she can use this. I did playtest a few things. Like you can, I think I cut it out, but we'll see. I got her to test, when I gave her an easel, I had her test that. I had her test like the kitchen. I had her test everything, and sometimes it didn't work. So if you see some layout changes because of that, and I don't know why I dumped into live mode, but I did. I'll probably just check it out. Yeah, looking at my work and being like, nope, I'm dissatisfied with myself. As is my nature. Okay, what am I doing now? I'm sorry, it's been like a couple days since I did this bit, so I'm actually not sure what I do. I have exams really soon. Well, I had one. I've got 2 more. And actually, yes, I want to use this in another build. I found this hanging bench, and I got really excited. And I was like, oh my god, this could hang from a tree and be like a swing. And then I realized she's a single person who lives by herself and hates kids, so she probably wouldn't have a swing. But you'll see me remove it later. But I'll use it. I definitely will use that later. It's way too cute not to. Anyways, what I was saying was, I have 2 more exams, and they are in a bit less than 2 weeks now, which is not good because I'm not. One of the subjects, this is the first time they've actually run an exam for it, so there's no like base comparison here, which sucks. And the other one is notoriously difficult. So yeah, if you were me, I'd be freaking out. So I've been varying my time in The Sims a little bit. Like, I'll just reward myself for doing half an hour study with 3 hours of being in The Sims. Yeah, that's a really good life goal. Got really good productivity there. Anyway, this kitchen, I actually really like the kitchen. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna go colorful, nothing's gonna match, and it doesn't match, but it doesn't clash, which I really like. And this kitchen recolor is beautiful. Off the top of my head, I can't remember who does like anything in this kitchen apart from like, I know the stove and the fridge are by Veronica, who does a lot of conversions, and they're so pretty. Yeah, this also changes later. But I actually really like those countertops. So one of my biggest complaints in Sims 4 has been that I don't like any of the counters. And I had this issue with The Sims 3 up until Into the Future came out, because those counters were just the most beautiful things I'd ever seen, and I loved them so much. and I use them everywhere. Like I'd recolor them wood and just spam them in all my houses. Oh, and I actually use something from Luxury Party Stuff, like the stools are from Luxury Party Stuff, and they're actually not that bad. Like, the pack was pretty useless, but the stools weren't that bad. Probably not worth $10, but you know. What am I doing here? Testing lighting. Yeah, I do a lot of like lighting tests. I don't know how fast that'll be to you guys because of the speed, so hopefully it doesn't like hurt your eyes or anything ridiculous. Oh yeah, wallpaper. I use these gradient bricks a lot. They're by Lights XXX, who's really lovely. She's really lovely. And I absolutely adore these bricks. Like, I use them everywhere. So I think almost every picture of a decorated thing I've ever uploaded for Sims 4 has got those bricks in it. That is everything. And then I had these new wooden floors, and I was just so in love with those. Oh, I really love wooden floors. In real life, like my apartment has these really gorgeous wooden floors, and they're so pretty. So, yeah, I wanted to have a fireplace there. I thought it'd be a really nice little reading nook, like bookshelf, fireplace, and like a chair. But again, Sims 4 is so young, there isn't enough stuff. So, kind of went against that. I did want to go with a reading nook though, so that is what actually happens, but it's quite cramped. Like, you know, it's only 2 tiles wide, so there's not much you can fit in there. So it's just one chair and like one bookshelf. Which actually was a lot of fun, because the bookshelf I use, I don't remember who made this either, but it's just a plain shelf, and you can stack it with like decor items or whatever, but it still functions as a bookshelf. Oh, it's an Around the Sims 4 one, I believe. Yeah, so I had her test it out a couple times, like just to make sure she could actually read things, but it was really cool. What am I doing? Okay. So there's a few times when I get like kind of slow because I'll look away for 20 seconds. So yeah, I duck back and forth between clutter a lot because, you know, clutter is everything for me. That's why all my builds are this like ridiculous like spamming clutter everywhere. So what about the kitchen? Like the reason I have a bench, an open bench, is because in all my houses I always have the counter up against the wall. Like I would in my own house. In my house it's against the wall, and there's a half wall, and there's like an island counter attached to the half wall, kind of like what this is, except with a wall. And I really hate when my Sims cook facing the wall because I can't get photos of their faces, which is a really strange concern, but I really hate that. So I was like, you know what, if I have a counter on the wall and then I cover it with stuff, she can't use it, so she'll have to use the middle one, and then when she does a cute face while cooking like waffles or whatever, I can take a photo and it'll be adorable. Yeah, I've really good priorities. So just like fill the bookshelf with like decorative books and like a few little items, and I thought it was really cute. And I moved up against the wall there. It's a little bit cramped. Some of the choices in this house for layout are really strange. So I'm sorry about that if it looks ridiculous to you. Don't worry, I think so too. Yeah, trying to add some stuff out there because I really like having lots of plants outside, even though in real life I hate it. I have like 4 plants on my balcony and I haven't watered them for like 2 years. So they're dead. Yeah. So in The Sims, you don't have to water plants if they're like pot plants or whatever, you don't have to water them, they don't die, and they're nice and convenient, so I like that. Lighting. I have a lot of trouble with lights in all the Sims games actually, because no matter how many lights I have, for some reason it's just never what I want. I think I'm just the curse of the picky person. That's what this is. I don't actually know what I'm looking for. I'm always just like, I don't know what I want. I just know this isn't it. And it's not a good mood to have with things. It's just pretty useless. But I settled on those. This is a conversion from the Sims 3 store, from the Bohemian Garden set, and they're really cute. But this person also shrunk them, so you can have them in 100% size, or like 50% or 75%, which means they fit perfectly in little nooks like this. So it was really cute. This little cushion. What do I do next? Yeah, there was a cat sculpture there, which I thought was so cute, but it didn't quite go. But I will find a place to use it, don't worry, it's too flawless. This actually goes later. I thought it'd be nice to have some plants around the mailbox, but I don't know if I have this recorded or not, but she actually couldn't get into the house because I sized that one up. So I have to delete it, which sucks, but oh well. So you'll see the front light change a little bit because I moved the mailbox and I moved the stairs and I moved them back and blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're actually nearing the end of this part. Like, well, we're 2/3 of the way through, so getting somewhere, getting somewhere. I think I got to the kitchen, or I spin around a few more times. That could be it. Oh no, walls. Oh, I'm gonna complain about this next part too because it's more relevant then. But for some reason, I hate walls in The Sims 4. Like, this happens like 5 times the next part, but I will change the wallpaper, and then 6 things will be like, oh look, I moved the inventory. Like that happened there. Like things from the bathroom just like went with the inventory because I put wallpaper on the wall. And I don't know what that is, but it's stupid and I hate it. When was some pastel walls? I think these are actually from the base game. Or at least if they're not, then no one's put their credit on them, so I don't know who it is. But I use those a lot in like pretty much every house. They're pretty much all I want. I just want plain walls to go with my bricks. That's all I want. So I bet you like in 3 years, I'm still going to do the same thing with my walls. What do I do next? Back into plants. Yeah, I'm just like obsessed with plants, but it's like I have to have a plant somewhere. Indoors is actually quite lacking in plants. I think there aren't any. It's just really strange because a lot of my Sims houses have indoor plants. So it's odd. Kitchen's actually nearly done. Yeah, I just had a trash can there. I only add like a couple pieces of clutter, and the layout is definitely like done, so that's great. I tried to make it look like it was livable. So looking for some stuff, calendar there, yeah. I just want to decorate that up a little bit because it was just a wall. Didn't look that great because it's, you know, just a wall. I might have gone overboard a little bit with the wall decorations here, just because I usually play my families in Sims 4 like Legacy, so I'll start off with nothing and then kind of build it up slowly, and that usually means it's severely lacking in like decorations because you don't have the money, because if you have money, you're going to buy a new stove before you buy like a painting, which is fair enough. I think I do that in real life too, but it just means that I hate how I have so many pictures of my Sims just in front of like, excuse me, in front of like a blank wall. Yeah. So the goal for this one was like, if I take a picture for anywhere, there's got to be like a background, which is really stupid, but oh well. Yeah, clutter, because I download a lot of stuff, so you can see stuff still like rendering a little bit. But I actually really like how this section turned out. Like, it's just quite simple compared to like what I usually do, but you know, I think I quite like it here. And we sort of quietly starting to establish sort of the tone of the house with some sort of artsy stuff. I didn't really think too much about her personality at this point. I was kind of like, it's going to be colorful because everything in this neighborhood is going to be colorful. And it's going to be young because she's young. And it's going to be something that a single woman who doesn't want to have kids would have. So there's no like toy boxes lying around. And there's no, you know, stuff like that. So that was pretty much what I went for in the kitchen. It's not got a lot of personality, but I mean, I don't know how much personality you can actually give your kitchen before it starts to actually affect how you're cooking. So like my kitchen is tiny. Mine's probably the same size as this one, and sort of if you live by yourself, you'll know how important it is to have space in the kitchen. It's horrible. I hate cooking here. And my microwave is shoved up against in the corner. It's the only space we have like with a PowerPoint. So the door opens out, so you have to squeeze your arms in between the wall and the microwave door to actually get your food out. So this is the one improvement this kitchen has over mine. Also, this one has color. Mine doesn't have color. Mine's just black and white. Yeah, just fun fact on my kitchen there. I wanted to put something there. I found this cute little typographical painting about salt, which, you know, made sense because we're in a kitchen. So, yeah. I don't remember how much else we do. I think I actually... I think the halfway point for this video is almost entirely like smack dab like when I stopped and started to pick up today. So that's quite convenient. So I'll remember the next video a lot better. This one is sort of, I don't quite know what I did. Like, I know how it ends up. I just don't know what I did to get there. Anyway, started to clutter up the wall a little bit here. Issue I had was the space was tiny, and I didn't want anything that was too far out from the wall because even if she could sit there, it wouldn't quite look realistic. Like, I wouldn't want to be sitting in a corner next to a bookshelf with 4 canvases like jutting out at my face. Like, that'd just be really inconvenient. So I went for stuff that was quite flat, close to the wall, and it's not, well, compared to her bedroom later, you'll see this actually doesn't end up that cluttered. I say is like I just put in like a stack of paintings. But yeah, oh, we're really done. Anyway, so I guess if you're curious, my uploading speed in Australia, I don't know if it's just I'm doing it wrong or my internet really sucks or something. My internet plan's actually really good, so I don't know what that would be. But it takes like 12 plus hours to upload a single video to YouTube for like the speed builds or whatever I've been doing. Like, it just takes so long. So what I do is I put it on before I go to bed, then I sleep in, and then I get up. And usually it's still going for another like 3 hours. And the problem is like I can't use my internet very much during this because nothing will load. So I can't even like check my email or like go on Tumblr and not study. So that sucks. So because of that, the second part won't be up right away just because I have exams I actually have to study and my notes are online. So sorry about they have to wait a little bit, but you know, you know what, I can't help that, so oh well. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm actually gonna go straight and record the audio for that one once I finish this one, just while I'm awake. It's actually, it's almost 11 p.m. It's not bad. Yeah. My boyfriend had a party last night with some of his school friends, and he came back at 5 in the morning, and I was awake. Well, not like I hadn't been awake till 5 in the morning, but I was awake at like 4 in the morning because I couldn't sleep. So I'm really tired, and I just like collapsed this afternoon. I'm just like, I'm so sleepy. So I'm actually feeling quite awake now because I had a nap. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a little carpet detailing that I thought made it look a little cozier. And because there aren't any rugs that are small enough to really go in there without looking a little strange, I thought. I don't know, that's just what I think anyway. And I think the last thing we do in this video is we're going to clutter up this wall. So again, the issue is like I didn't want anything too jutting out because there's a bookshelf there, and even if the Sims can get there, I just didn't want them to have to go past something that looked ridiculous. So spending a lot of time going through stuff and being like, oh, it's too fat. This one actually is a bit fat, but I was like, you know what? It's high enough on the wall that it's okay. I actually recorded this today. This one part. Okay. Well, there we go. I actually remember what I'm doing. Yeah, it's pretty close to being done. Anyway, have you guys decided to actually build up Newcrest yourself, or you just like downloading stuff from the gallery? Because like, I don't know, I saw Deligracy and Vixello's builds, and I thought they were so pretty, but they weren't quite what I wanted to do in Newcrest. I might use them in like my other saves, like my more normal saves, because they were really nice. They had some really beautiful houses there. And Fantastic Sims did a video of how she built up Newcrest, and some of the places there were so gorgeous. And one of them was a couple of them were apartments, because there's a mod that's supposed to be releasing soon about apartments, and I'm so excited. Keeping some big lots empty for that. I think Newcrest for me is going to be mostly like stores, because I'm a business major. I really love, I'm marketing more specifically. So I love stores, I love shopping, I love the retail aspect, and I think it would really help to make everything more lively. So that's what I'm probably going to do a lot of. So what I'll be doing is I plan on recording this entire series. So I plan on like recording all my builds and decorations for this save file, the Project Paint the Town, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So look forward to seeing houses, community lots, all that. I might upload stuff to the gallery. I'm really not sure. If you want anything, like let me know. I'm probably just not gonna automatically do it. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I think the last thing we do is I'm gonna add a rug in, and then we're gonna call it a day. Yeah, I have a lot of rugs that are like bigger than all the rooms I have in my house, which is really strange. Actually, my house here, I have no rugs, and it's really weird. Like, I had rugs for growing up, and my house is just like wood floors and nothing else. It's really strange. Anyway, I think we're about to wrap this up, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was actually a lot of fun to do, so let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!